Tom here from Metalloud, and today is Wednesday, so decided like I did a few months back is to take a look at female-fronted bands for the social media day Woman Crush Wednesday. So there's 3 bands that I'm going to be looking at today. They are all fronted by very talented women, and I think you should all check them out. So the first band is called ROMP. They're a small band out of New Jersey, and they're kind of a lo-fi pop-punk band that mixes in some keyboards with their sound, and they really have an interesting vibe going on. There's a ton of energy to all their songs, whether it's a slow song, an upbeat song, an angry song. So far, the only thing I've really heard from them is their EP called Sorry Not Sorry. I did review it on the site. It's a very powerful EP. It's 4 songs long, pretty short, but all those songs are good songs. And whether they're covering, love or hate or anything in between, they always have an interesting take on it. Their sound a lot of the time actually reminds me of the early days of the band Foxy Shazam, although not quite as aggressive or anything like that. They don't really scream or anything, but just that pure energy and the kind of theatrics and the keyboards that they had going on. And it's definitely an interesting sound that you really don't hear a lot of. And a lot of credit for their sound goes to a front woman, and I apologize if I'm pronouncing this wrong, Madison Clawler, and I'm very sorry I probably did mess that name up horribly, but she's a very powerful front woman. Fortunately, I haven't had a chance to see them live yet. I was supposed to go to a show a while back and kind of had some issues going on that I wasn't able to make the show, but just on the album, she's a very strong command of the keyboards and of her voice. She's really good at conveying the emotions that she's trying to get across with the lyrics, and the lyrics themselves are, very, very well done as well. Not to mention they are very friendly on social media. If you have a Twitter, I would suggest adding ROMP. You can find them at ROMP is tight, and I think that's very accurate for the band. ROMP is very tight. They are a fantastic band with a very powerful and very talented female frontwoman. The next band I want to talk about is called Diet Sig. They're a 2-piece band out of New York, just consisting of drums and guitar, and it's another band that has a very kind of emo, lo-fi, kind of pop-punk going on. They're very kind of mellow, although they do have some songs that are fairly energetic. My favorite song by them is probably the song called Harvard. It's very kind of acerbic, it's kind of biting and raw and aggressive, and I really like that about it. But at the same time, it's also kind of soft. Frontwoman Alex Luciano does a very excellent job controlling her voice, going from kind of, especially in the song they mentioned, Harvard, she goes from this kind of like soft, calm, mellow sound to kind of picking it up a little bit and just becoming, sarcastic, and you hear the anger in her voice, and it's very well done. You can also find them on Twitter as well, at Diet Sig, and you can like them on Facebook as well. So definitely make sure to check out Diet Sig. So the third band I want to talk about is called Hop Along. Now, they're probably the bigger band on this list. They are very well known. They played some pretty big festivals. And they're another kind of indie rock band. Probably not as quite punk influenced as ROMP or Diet Sig are. ROMP and Diet Sig are definitely more kind of leaning towards pop punk side of the indie rock spectrum, versus Hop Along are kind of just pure indie rock. And a lot of that sound is due to frontwoman Frances Quinlan's just soulful kind of raspy voice that she has. And her voice is very reminiscent of, I would say, Janis Joplin. And whatever the subject is she's singing about, she's kind of got that pain inside, and that feeling it really comes out in her voice, not just because of the rasp that she has, but just the delivery. And the songwriting as well is fantastic. Every song kind of grabs you, no matter what it's about, and they do deal with some very kind of touching subjects. And they've got some pretty powerful guitar solos in there, and just some very discordant guitar work that's done, and that also helps with the sound that they're going for. So Hopalong also do have a social media presence. You can find them on Twitter at Hopalong the Band, as well as you can like them on Facebook and follow their activities. So thanks for watching. That was the Metalloud Women Crush Wednesday shout out to these 3 amazing bands, ROMP, Diet Sig, and Hopalong. I definitely suggest following them on Twitter if you have a Twitter account, liking them on Facebook, and you can definitely see what they are. All their songs are available. Some are available on iTunes, some available on Bandcamp. I do suggest definitely purchasing them. I'll leave links below to all their websites, Twitter, Facebook, and Bandcamp, things like that, so you can kind of get a look at them. And again, thanks for watching.